Someone posted up a comment here recently asking me a question, and that question was the person said, Mike, suppose somebody was a really great analyst and they were just, they had amazing trading skills in terms of execution and reading the tape and just seeing market action, and they would routinely just crush it and really run up some high balances in their account, and then they would ultimately end up losing it all back and having nothing. But it was a smart person, it was a very bright person, astute market observer, etc. So, well, I didn't post a reply, but my reply is here right now. You're basically describing me for most of my career, okay? And I think I said this in a video in the past that I was always a very, very good analyst. I was very observant. I almost had, I would say, like a feel for the market, a sixth sense. I mean, even when I meet people, I have a kind of a radar. I can see or I can feel, if this person's real, genuine, a good person, or just, a scumbag that I want to stay away from. I could feel that, all right? In most cases, very, very hard to fool me in terms of a person's personality. And the market is the sum total, the collection of all the personalities out there, all the behaviors of people who are the actors, the participants in the market. So I always had a very good feel for that, but ultimately, and I'd run up some amazing balances, in very short periods of time, and then ultimately it would all come crashing down. So the question was, can you teach that behavior? Can you eradicate that behavior? And of course, anyone who watches me here, because I talk about this all the time, the answer is yes. And you can go read a lot of the testimonials of students who have either taken my courses, whether those be the video courses or they have taken the live courses that I have offered in the past. Go to www.pitbulleconomics.com/testimonials and read some of those testimonials. And even new guys here who have been following me since I've been putting up these videos, some of them have posted their results, not the actual track record, but they've shared their experience and how they've had a very positive experience and turned around what might have been losing performance in the past. So yes, it can be taught. Even the worst behavior can be turned around. However, it takes discipline, it takes commitment, and it takes work. I'm a very stubborn guy, and when I'm on to something, when I want to master something, I am tenacious. I do not give it up. Okay, for me, it was a mental and a personal challenge that I wanted to conquer and succeed at this activity of trading. I never gave it up. I probably stayed far longer than most people. I'm sure I stayed far longer than most people would have stayed. And like I've said in the past, I paid an enormous tuition to the market over the course of my career. But I've made it back in spades. But it was a rocky, at sometimes very, very not just frustrating, but depressing experience. All right. But the answer is yes. Behavior, you can teach someone to change their behavior, but they have to want to do that. I said this in the past. Some people sign up for the report and they're like, yeah, this report is great, but it's just not my style. Not my style means you're not serious. You want to stay in your, whatever it is, your behavior pattern. And that might be a losing behavior pattern, and you cop out by saying it's not my style. You invent or you rationalize some phony reason why you don't want to follow it. And believe me, I understand this because I was like that for a long time. I never wanted to take advice. And that's what caused that's what prolonged me becoming a success. I wanted to just do it on my own. That's very stubborn. It's good to have a mentor. It's good to take advice when the advice is good. I mean, if it's shitty advice, obviously you don't want to take it. And, 99%, 100% of what's out there is crap advice. I teach that. Cut your losses short, let your profits run. I've been through this a million times. All right? So, yes, behavior can change. You can teach someone how to change their behavior, but they have to want to do it. Sincerely, earnestly, they have to want to do it. Otherwise, it's not. And they got to put in the work for it. And they got to be prepared for the ups and downs, the emotional roller coaster. You got to toughen up. That's why I did, the drill sergeant thing earlier today. I might start every day doing that. All right? See you later.